This it's a good thing to do. Right, because you never know how something can come back to repay you. You know, you want to do right by people, and the Most High will reward you. This should be Proverbs 16:9. I want to say Proverbs 16:9. Nope, not 16:9. 16:7. Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So the Most High can have it to where your enemies, all of a sudden they just chill, they just relax. You thinking they on 10, and all of a sudden they ain't even on that. Why? Hey, how the Most High did it? Don't worry about that. Most High could have sent the angel, because Scripture says many entertain angels unawares. Could have shook his ass up. Most High could have visited him in a dream, like, hey, don't mess with him, and keep revisiting him in a dream, like, hey, don't mess with him, don't mess with him, don't mess with him. Same thing with Abimelech when Abraham went down into Egypt with Sarah. Most High could just have your enemies just chill and just relax. Eve, when he went to go meet Jacob, he came with 400 people. He didn't come 400 people to actually say, hey man, I miss you. Most High turned his heart around, and where it was a greeting. Most High all got control over all of this. So just focus about your walk. And then, hey, if the Most High feel like he want to turn that enemy, sometimes that enemy is supposed to be an enemy to teach you a lesson, or it could be an adversary just because they did something. But hey, you worry about your walk. The Most High could turn that enemy around to where he either befriends you, or he just completely leaves you alone, or starts beefing with one of the other enemies, or you just never know. This is Sirach 33 and verse 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. So the Most High can easily turn your enemy, away from you. He could suppress them. Most High could get them out of there and just send them back to the spiritual world. But it's good to do good. Talks about that in Romans chapter 12. You do good to your enemy, you can set coals upon his head. It's always good to do good. Most High, reward you. That reward might not come right away. It might come a week later, a month later. You never know. Might come in the kingdom. Hey, but it's going to come. When Phoebe looked out for the church, Paul said, hey, look out for Phoebe. She did good. I rock with her. Look out for her. All that, saying about, what's in it for me? Hey, that's the wrong way to. Leviticus 19 and 17. We're supposed to love the. Matter of fact, I'll get it. Stop quoting a whole bunch of precepts and actually read them verbatim, word for word. This is Leviticus.
Damn.
Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. Love your neighbor. If you find yourself to the point where you feel like you need to get revenge, you really need to check yourself. The Most High, if you got an enemy, the Most High can suppress that enemy. That's easy. That's a light thing to do. What does the scripture say? Blessed be those that bless thee, cursed be those that curse thee. That's concerning Israel. Now, as far as these 2/3, they're not Israel. They're Gentiles. You see a Jake walking up, a so-called Negro walking up, he's not in the truth, that's a Gentile. You see a Mexican jumping over the border. Yeah, that's Issachar, that's my brother. Yeah, he's Issachar, but that's a Gentile. He got Abraham as a father, but that's a straight up Gentile. Carried away to those dumb idols. And he has to be born again and be grafted back into that branch, in that tree. Because if he's not part of that tree, he's just a wild olive branch and he's just a Gentile. So until they grafted back into that tree, hey, and to be honest, that's the attitude you should have when you're looking at Jake. They're Gentiles. Now, of course, they're Gentiles that we have to actually, all right, we got to, go after the lost sheep of the house of Israel and teach them. But if they scoff and they can't get this word, they know different than an actual real life in the flesh. I'm a son of Ham. I'm a son of E. I'm a son of Ishmael, Gentile. It's no different at that point. We'll see you in the kingdom. You hurting the nation. But even then, the Mosiah says, vengeance is mine, say Yahweh. But that section of Israelites, they're Gentiles. So if anybody does something good to them, nothing's good is going to happen. If they do something bad to them, nothing bad is going to happen. We're Israel. Cursed be those that curse us. Blessed be those that bless us. It's not talking about these 2/3. They're not Israel. So, what's Genesis 30:27? Matter of fact, it's probably my favorite verse in Genesis, in the book of Genesis. Laban basically saying, "Hey, I'm holding you hostage because I realize, man, good stuff happens to me, just by you being here." That's the type of way that the Most High can have, where your enemy's looking at you. Joseph, when he was in prison, Pharaoh promoted him to being second. Once he found out what his dream meant, you have 7 plenteous years and 7 years of famine. And he said, man, what man is wise like this, man? You're going to have, nobody is going to be under you. I mean, nobody's going to be over you except me. You second in command in Egypt. Xerxes. Well, he wasn't. He was more so ignorant by allowing that unholy day to come about to kill all the Israelites. But Mordecai, when he revealed that plot, that hey, they trying to kill the men, and he told Esther, and Esther told him, and they hung him. It came back to him later when the king couldn't sleep, and he looked at the books. He said, "Okay, Mordecai, what's been done for him?" They said, "None." All right, parade him around the city, because he's a Gentile, so he's still an enemy, but he wasn't a direct adversary that was actually coming against us to, like, do our nation harm, was just doing dumb, stupid stuff, being misled. But it's so easy for the Most High to, to turn your enemy around and make him, serve you. On that note, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to Elders GMS Rule Well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.